Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage. Just bringing you update what's going on at the garage. So, 1967 Ford Mustang. We have this thing running absolutely beautiful. And if you don't believe me, I haven't started it up at all today. I just finished. We were running the lines for all of the new fuel line and the new vacuum line to the vacuum advance, because we replaced the vacuum advance because it was leaking. And the fuel line that was on there, well, the fuel line that was on there looked like, there it is. Yeah, that was the fuel line. The thick one and the thin one was the vacuum advance line. So yeah, big difference in the way they look. And here you go. That's what they used to look like on the car. And that's what we did today. Got those all nice. Then we went ahead and pulled the points, put in a Pertronic solid state ignition system. We took out the old 25,000 volt coil, put a nice 45,000 volt coil in there. And this thing just starts up and runs absolutely beautiful. We put all new spark plugs in, set the gap on them, and here we go. I'm gonna push the button. I have it hooked into the starter solenoid, and it should start right up. Well, we're gonna have to set the choke. There it goes. So the choke is all set now, and there you go. Oh, does this thing run sweet? And it's cold. You can tell it's cold because the choke is still closed. So you know that this thing has not been started, because the choke is wanting to stay closed. So it has not been started. And even the choke heat riser, it's cold. It's not hot. This will get really hot. That's why they have the heat tape on it, or the insulation over it. So yeah, it is running absolutely beautiful. She will have no more issues with reliability. This thing will run absolutely wonderful. And there it goes. Choke is starting to pull itself off. Look at how nice this thing runs. That is absolutely beautiful. And it's cold, I swear to you. This is the first time it's been started up since 2 days ago. That was the last time I started it up, just before we started doing the work on the distributor, because we ended up having to pull the distributor out because the two bolts that hold the vacuum advance, these two bolts there, both of them broke. As soon as I went to turn them, they both broke because the old vacuum advance was not holding vacuum anymore. So you need vacuum for your vacuum advance. It just works that way. So yeah, that's just absolutely running beautiful. And we have also started getting the brakes all done. You can see we cleaned all this up. We got the old wheel cylinder out. We cleaned all the pads that the brake shoes ride on off. And the reason we're doing this is because, see how the brake fluid just, look at that, it's just pouring out of there. So that is why we are doing all this work, to fix all of this. That's the inside of the cylinder. That is your piston right there. It's come out a little bit because the pressure from the master is pushing it out. And you can see how wet the inside of this is. That's all brake fluid in there. So it's all just leaking out. And I want to put this back on because we need to hold that in, or else it's going to push brake fluid everywhere. There we go. Yeah, the piston will actually pop out and then the brake fluid will just flow right out. So we're redoing all that. We've cleaned all the bearings. They're all ready to be repacked and put back in. We're gonna clean up the drum. Probably gonna do a very, very light cut on it just to get the burnt oil off of it, because there's a lot of burnt oil on this. See the brake fluid, how it's burnt into the metal? If you don't clean that out, if you don't get it all out, it'll just embed itself back onto the shoes like that is right there. So you really want to clean it out. And you can see we have all new parts, so we are ready to get started on that. And all I'm really waiting on now is all the steering linkage to come in, and I can get all that done. But yeah, this thing runs absolutely beautiful. That is sweet. Little 200 motor. These things are just great motors. I love these little 200s. So there you go, guys. There's what's going on with this car. So we're gonna do the same. We're gonna take some wire ties and make them up like this for the spark plug wires, and make them all look a little bit nicer. I don't like when they're touching each other like that, because they can transfer spark into another plug. So I'd rather have them with a little bit of separation on them. So there you go. Everything's coming out beautiful. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Have fun. Okay, bye.